Terrorism is contempt for human dignity. Kjell Magne Bondevik, politician in Norway. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Druv Punjabi, and I'm representing side negative as its first speaker. We are debating today that the weapons of the weak include terrorism. We, as the negative team, strongly disagree with this motion. And firstly, let's get one thing clear. We are not arguing for terrorism. We are merely stating that terrorists are not weak. But we are not saying, obviously, that terrorism is the right thing, because it's not, and every one of us here knows that. Firstly, we can look at weak in two different ways. We can look at it emotionally. Let's take an example. Let's look at one of the most hated, one of the most condemned, one of the most feared groups in the world, Islamic State. A few months ago, they found a Jordanian pilot who was attempting to fly into their territory to possibly steal information and possibly get intel on bombings. I think we all know what they did. They burned him alive. They trapped him in a cage, they burned him alive, and to add insult, at the end when he was all dead, they got a bulldozer and they poured heaps of rubbish onto what was left of his body. And after that, they posted a video of that online, fearlessly. Now, would any one of us here, does any real human being really have that kind of mercilessness? I don't think so. When they did that, what must have they been thinking? They had no sympathy. They were ruthless. They simply burned a person alive. And that was torture. They didn't shoot him or get it over with quickly. They burned him alive. That's real cunning. And that's almost as if you have no emotion at all. That's not weak. They are not emotionally sympathetic. That is not weak. And they're also believed to have shot down a Russian airliner last week. And they decapitate people in public. They have public executions. They are not weak. And let's look at their military strength. The second aspect of being weak is physically. Islamic State, its military goes up to 200,000 people. And it uses bombs, it uses guns, and it uses one of the most feared and condemned weapons in human history. Chemical weapons. One of the most mutilating weapons in human history. And it is horrifying, the kind of things they do. They're one of the most condemned groups in the world, and yet they continue to exist without any problem at all. Is that being weak? No. I don't think so. I really don't think so. They are not weak. They are blinded by religion, they are blinded by emotion, and they eventually have no idea what they're doing, because no real human being would do what they're doing right now. They've killed hundreds of thousands of people, and no one knows how many more they're planning to kill. One goal of ISIS is to take over the entire world and for Islamic State to prevail. That is one of their main goals. And do you know why they said that? They said that they were going to do that because they wanted to rid humankind of ignorance. Who's the real one with ignorance? Humankind or them? We all know it's them. They have no idea what they're doing. They are not weak, they are blinded. We strongly believe that the weapons of the weak do not include terrorism. Thank you.